It's Sunday in Pokemon Academy Life. We have a couple of dates here that we need to go over. We're gonna do that as I journey my way back up from the Celebi Wing bonding sessions today. Not so much as the story, because obviously the story is still in the past. So, okay, we're gonna start with Hilbert, because Hilbert is somebody who we gotta rank up with now, considering that I was able to play right back through. So, let's see what he got going on for his rank up quest. You're in Spiria. You come across Hilbert standing frozen, staring at a statue. His unmoving body cuts through the waves of people splitting around him like the hull of an icebreaker, uncaring of the flow of humanity all around. Hey, Hilbert! Oh, it's you. Warm as ever. Checking out the modern art? No, this is classical art. Pre-Renaissance medieval. Wait, isn't Kobukan a really new region? Just a couple hundred years? Hilbert rolls his eyes and wordlessly points at the plaque on the bottom of the statue. You take a better look at the statue. It is composed of iron and appears to be a knight, sword upraised and mouth frozen, in an eternal rallying cry. At the Dark Knight's feet is a child, swaddled up in the knight's discarded cape. In memoriam of the sacrifices required to free Unova of King. Let Kobukan benefit, paid for by the Unovan Heritage Association. A gift from Unova, more like a reminder of what Kobukan owes them. You think they gifted Inspiria the statue just to remind people that Unova is nearby and very powerful? I think anyone with a map could remember that one. People don't remember anything that isn't in their face. Hilbert's voice is thick with bitterness. Do you want to talk? How long were we roommates? You know this. Obviously, I don't want to talk. Right. What if I wanted to talk? I would not be surprised. Has anyone ever told you you're a chatty gossip, Sai? Yeah, Blue. Has anyone ever told you that you need to work a bit harder at getting along with people? Yes, Hilda. That checks out. So, what's your story with her? It really is impossible to turn you off, isn't it? Kinda, yeah. Fine, let's go somewhere to sit down though. I can't stand up any longer. Peering closer at Hilbert, you do notice that he is starting to sweat a bit in the cool air, as though he was physically overexert. Sure. A friend of mine has a house here. Want to go there? It's a bit more shaded. How far? About 2 miles. That's a long walk. It's like 15 minutes tops. You can do it. It's 2 miles. In order to get there in 15 minutes, we need to walk at 8 miles an hour. The average walking speed is 3 miles per hour if you begin walking away. Wait, no, come back. I wasn't. You make your way to Surfer's house, Hilbert in hot pursuit. Every time he gets within 10 feet of you, he attempts indigently to explain through his labored breathing why this walk is in fact too long. Of course, he never gets the chance. By the time he's regained his breath enough to speak, you've already moved 30 feet away from him, using your long legs and not utterly ignored musculature to your advantage. Because you know your boy's kind of fit and he walks. You know? You sneak a peek over your shoulder at his small form hurrying after you, and you can't help but smirk. He's actually kind of cute, when he isn't talking anyway. Don't. See? Told you can make it. And I told you that it was a long walk. Where are we? My friend's house. Your friend lives in a shack in the middle of the city. We can't all live in palaces, Prince von Schwartragen. What? Oh, I just called you. No, I know what you said. Why did you say that name? I don't know, man. Sorry if I crossed the line. I was just poking fun at you since you were acting kinda princely. That's what my mother used to call me. Aria? No, Professor Juniper is my guardian. My mother. Hilda. God. Sorry, Hilbert. I don't think you've mentioned your mother before. And he hasn't. I thought I had. Suppose I forgot. Well, now's a good time as any, right? She's dead. Oh. Father's dead, too. Oh. They were murdered. Right in front of me. Oh. And I swore on that day that I would kill the one responsible. Oh! Wait, kill? Yes. Not find or bring to justice or even punish? No, kill. Revenge is my ideal. I have no interest in the truth. That's pretty heavy, man. It's the only thought that's occupied my mind for many, many years. I've been plotting, hating, dreaming of when I could get my revenge. I've been wallowing in darkness to point the dark, and the cold has become my own bitter blade. The dragon of the meteor will fall at my hand, and then, if there's life left for me, I guess I'll go to prison. What? The dragon of the meteor? He can't be talking about Tia, can he? You don't seem fazed. Honestly, I'm not sure how to react. This is a lot you're dropping on me. Do you see why I don't talk now? Can you imagine what it's like trying to have friends? Have a normal conversation when you've been planning a death ever since you were 12? I despise how easily it comes to you. I loathe that you made me trust you when you knew full well what power you had. Hilbert, I didn't know about friend energy until a couple of weeks into the year. And when you found out, did you tell me about it? Did you tell anyone? No. Of course you can't. You can go. The only person I've shared my dream with was Nate, and he's got enough problems that my dream didn't even faze him. But you're different. You're kind. You can't just shrug this off like he can. I shouldn't have told you. You made me trust you, and I resent you for that. Someone with my dream can't afford to trust. Hilbert. Yes. I can't begin to understand the pain you're going through, but killing isn't the answer. Then what is? Forgiveness? Living well? I tried just talking it out with the person you've got a vendetta against. Whatever. When you see everything with blackened eyes, the world looks dark. Living well is impossible. Look, Hilbert, I'm bored of this conversation. Where'd you get that hat? Huh? Your hat. It looks like a first edition Pokemon League Expo hat. It's probably a counterfeit though, since they were only for a limited run. Oh, Sam gave it to me. Professor Oak, I mean. Can I see it? Sure. You hand over your hat. This is the official seal of the Cantonian Pokemon League. Huh? Is that valuable? Why are you hiding underneath the table? Oh, just tying my laces. Really? Because it looks to me like you're trying to hide your head. Nope, I'm not. Whatever. Take the hat back. Thanks. But really, what was that about? There are exactly 748 of those hats in existence. They were manufactured in 2001. They were the last Cantonian League Expo hats ever made. This is because mid-manufacturing. Lance won his 17th attempt at beating the Johto League, and the Kanto League Expo was merged with the Johto League Expo in the Indigo League Expo. These hats were given away as novelties at the Expo, along with their Johto counterparts, which had finished their production run and numbered in the thousands. These hats, mementos of a single significant moment that could never be replicated, were just given away, alongside the new first edition Indigo League Expo hats, which are now a dime a dozen. Of that canceled run of Cantonian League Expo hats, 516 are in the hands of private collectors, 102 are in the museums, Lance owns 3 and gave 1 to Janine, and the rest are unaccounted for. Wait, so you're telling me that this hat is really valuable? It could be. Hilbert snatches the hat off the top of your head and gestures at its insides angrily. If you hadn't soiled it with your greasy hair and your dandruff. Hilbert tosses the hat back to you. No, this really matters. Like, how valuable was it? Before I used it for 10 years? Easily 1.5 million Pokédollars. Oh no. And how much is it worth now? After 10 years of use, 70,000 maximum. Oh, I could have been rich. I'm actually glad we had this talk. At least now you appreciate your damn hat more. It physically pained me seeing you going to bed every night with it on. You didn't even put it on the nightstand or anything. Hey, did you watch me sleep? I watched everyone in the room sleep. You're not special. Sorry if this is a dumb question. Just don't ask it. No, I'm gonna ask it. Why did you watch us sleep? I'm scared of the dark. Watching you force sleep reminded me that I'm not alone. I do the same thing in my new dorm. What? What is wrong with your ears? Is that like really dry sarcasm? You mean the lowest form of wit? No, it's not. This whole conversation's been a waste of time. And now I've forgotten why I even came to Inspira in the first place. I think I know. Then keep it to yourself. You're serious about wanting to kill the one responsible for your parents' death? I would die for it. Attendance at Kobukon just gives me the power and resources I need to make it happen. I can't let that happen. For your safety. But I'll help you find the one responsible if you can tell me about him. I accept your help. Whoa, that easy? Your power affords you communicative ability. I'm not in a position to be turning down people who can provide that. Besides, you're competent. I would welcome your aid as my compatriot. That's... Oh, he just walked away. Well, I don't much like the sound of compatriot. Before I go back to campus, I should probably swing by a store. I think I could think of a little present Hilbert might appreciate. Oh, what the fuck? Silver just pops up. It's what's his house. When Hilbert returns to his room later, he finds a little box on his nightstand. Open the box, he sees a small vanillite-shaped object. Turning it over, its form and function becomes apparent. It's a nightlight. Hilbert wordlessly plugs it in. Were you there in the dim light, you may be able to make traces of a smile. It seems he appreciates his light. Wow, that's cute. Were you there in the dim light, you may be able to make out traces of a smile. It seems he appreciates his light. So that's what we are. Whatever the case, Hilbert's behavior certainly becomes more tolerable, raising the morale of all his dorm mates. Hilbert's evolved from teammate to light. Hey, okay. Hanging out with Hilbert, not convey. Okay, that's cool. We are now Hilbert's light, guys. Sundays moving on. Sundays moving on. We are ranking up with Silver next. Oh, let's see. What should I do? I've got some time, so. Red. What? So, look at Silver's freaking outfit. That shit looks pretty sick. That's a dad outfit. Red. Need you to come with me. Sure. Is this about the disciplinary committee? Only that. I'm about to jump into the harbor if I've listened to one more of Sharon's duty and responsibility speeches. And that airhead's always nodding along, hanging on his every word, like he isn't just forcing us to listen to 10 minutes of self-flagellation. Huh? Means punishment. Swear he goes out of his way to embarrass himself as much as he can. Why did I get a negative with him? Why are we constantly getting negatives with Sharon? Your understanding of Skylar increased, and your understanding of Sharon is further muddied. But unlike that guy, I'm not going to sit in a dark room writing emo poetry. Got something to do, and I could use you to do it. Does that mean you trust me again? Not even close, Red. But if you're going to use that power anyway, I want to put it towards something good. I do too, man. Well, I'm giving you a chance to prove it. We're going up the mountain. Will you be warm enough in that? Should be, I think. Don't try to act tough. You can't friend your way out of a cold. Come with me. He's not heading towards the mountain. Are we going somewhere else first? You about to hook me up with an outfit? You follow Silver closely through the... It doesn't look back at all. You soon realize that you're heading towards the disciplinary committee's office and start to pull back a bit. Hold on. This doesn't have anything to do with committee. It's just where we lost and found is. Alright. Right, bunch of clothes here left over. Take something warm. Take a whole outfit if you want. Oh, is that alright? This box has been here since last year. Whoever this shit belongs to doesn't remember it exists anymore. They're not coming back. It's just lost, not found. So take something. I don't want to sound ungrateful, but if this stuff has been sitting here for a year, shouldn't I probably wash it before putting it on? Alright, done. Put it in there with the washing at the shack. What? You think any of these idiots I live with are the kind to wash their own damn clothes? I'm their landlord, but sometimes I feel more like their mother. They're so hopeless. Alright, I'll find something then. You rummage through the clothing for a while until you find a coat you like the look of. Huh. Awesome. These'll work. Louis Vuitton type shit? Nah, probably not. Probably just some old shit. Alright, bathroom in the corner. Get changed there, then we can go. Sure. You lean down to put the box of clothing away. Then you notice something strange. A black shirt with a big red R on it is folded within the clothing. Ooh, bitch. Rocket? Like Team Rocket? Huh? What? It's nothing. Whoa. Just some trash. One of the tenants' old clothes must have got mixed in. Get it going. Get changed. Okay. You walk into the bathroom and put on your new change of clothes on the floor next to you, taking a look at yourself in the mirror. Well, that definitely explains a couple things. Rocket, huh? I might be a Peloton boy, but even I recognize their logo. So if that was one of Silver's goons' clothes, and that goon was a member of Team Rocket, then that means Silver must have been... Well, he was definitely involved somehow. You're back. Something up? You look like you've seen a ghost. Look at my new outfit, guys! I'll cover the rice and Salazar feed. Thanks. Don't mention it. So, what are we doing here? One of my tenants told me about an Absol she spotted out here. Looks like a really tough one, she said too. Oh, was that a while ago? Because I fought that Absol. Nah, more recent. A lot of trainers out there don't respect Absol. Either way, they're superstitious idiots that think Absol bring disaster, or they're even bigger idiots trying to monetize their ability to sense disaster. You get a lot of trainers trying to use them or cheat their disaster sense for some kind of profit. They're living creatures, not smoke detectors, not earthquake sirens. Scum. Since Absol don't let themselves be exploited, the trainers call them difficult to train and just drop them, or worse. I had one once. Cool. Is it with your Crobat? It was difficult to train. Now you see why you're here. We're not here to catch the Absol. My tenant told me the Absol looked like it was wounded. It'd be dangerous for anyone to try and catch it right now. I can't calm it down, not like I am. That's what I need you for. All right. Are we fighting the Absol? Oh, so woo! Yeah, that shit. Yeah, I recognize that cry. The Absol's this way. Sounds pained. You emerge into a cave where you see an Absol shivering up against a wall. It moves dizzily, and sweat pours down its forehead, slicking its softly lucent fur. Wait, that's the Absol, the one Skylar, Brennan, and I fought. And you left it like this? No, I promise it ran away after the battle. It didn't look injured then at all. Fine, let's just help it. You cautiously approach the Absol, who seems to calm at your presence. Hey, big man, big girl, I'm not sure. Don't worry, we're here to help. We've got some medicines that should make you feel better. Silver pulls a ball of red thread and a couple of bandages out of his coat. Doesn't look like you're gonna need stitches, but you'd probably appreciate a full restore and a bandage for that leg. Absol. Soul. Alright, looks like we're done here. That all? That's all. Aren't you gonna catch it? I don't catch Pokemon, not anymore. Especially not an Absol. Really? But you have so many of them. Told you, they're my tenants. Haven't thrown a Pokeball since I lived in Kanto. You need Pokemon in this world just to exist, but I ain't catching anymore. That's one thing my tenants are good for, I guess. Where's your Crobat, Silver? Safe. Away from me. You know, I heard that Golbat won't evolve unless they have a strong bond with their trainer. Yeah? Well, I heard being a shit judge of character is something exclusive to humans. I don't know a lot of your story. That's right, you don't. But I feel like you need to forgive yourself. Oh, I have. That's why I don't go near waterfalls anymore. Everything else, though, that's not mine to forgive. Hey, what are you still doing here? Go on, we're done. Silver turns attention to the Absol, which is standing steadfastly in front of you two. A small red string tying down a bandage on its foreleg is the only sign that you had ever interacted. Your eyes trace the string's path and realize when it starts, it leads to Silver's hands. Hey, Red, you forgot to cut the string. Oh, no wonder it's still here then. Silver reaches into his boot and pulls out a small switchblade. You cock an eyebrow, but don't question it. He raises the knife towards the red string and hesitates. Looks familiar. Just in my head, though. No way. Silver swings the knife down and Absol blocks the blade, deflecting it with his own bladed horn. Come on, what are you trying to say, Absol? I think it's pretty obvious what it's saying, Silver. It's not a very subtle metaphor. Damn it. Go on, leave. You don't want this. I don't want this. Anyone else would be better. Sai, get out of here. I need to show this Absol what's what. I can't have you staring at me with those moon eyes. Alright. I know you voted to keep me on the battle team when Erica was trying to kick me out, and I appreciate that. I don't know what you're thinking then, but maybe you were thinking I deserved another chance. If I had the ability to give two, I'd give you another chance too. I don't though. But maybe there's someone here who does. Out. You leave the cave and a few minutes later you hear the sound of a battle. We're done here. Let's go back. Your eyes flit down to Silver's waistline and notice a luxury ball that was not there before. A luxury ball? Had one lying around. Huh. Looks good on you. Oh, about the clothes. Keep them. They look good on you. Friend to chance. Some of these like upgrades are pretty touchy with what they call, like what they, go into. It's time for our movie star, Rosa. Rosa. Oh, look at this outfit. You're currently in the Superior City nearing the end of today's unofficial bodyguard duties for Rosa. As honorary manager of Joint Avenue, Rosa is frequently expected to make public appearances, wave at the sale clerks, and kiss some cash registers. And you've taken it upon yourself to make sure that creeper guys with cameras and body pillows stay away from her while she does so. Ever since you started coming with me to these small visits, they feel like they've gone so much faster. Oh yeah? I hope that's a good sign. Totally. Time flies when you're having fun, right? And whenever we're together, I have a lot of fun. Rosa's been saying a lot of stuff like that. I'm pretty sure she likes me, but if sorting that out takes more than 30 seconds, it'll be a no-go. She doesn't have any 30 seconds without someone calling her or needing her eyes on something. Sorry, Rosa gotta take this, but she'll be back after this commercial break. Yeah, I'll stay tuned. Well, even if we just stay as friends because she doesn't have time for anything else, I'm fine with that. She's a pretty great one after all. Yes, the Smarkable plushies. Did I already? Oh, a live signing? Yes, I think I could do that. When? Oh, that's pretty busy, but I'll try to move some of my schedule around for it. Man, those guys get enough money out of her. They gotta slap her face on a plushie too? I wonder how much they cost. You've begun to understand Leaf's obsession with Rosa. You have also fallen under her sway at this point. Though you'd wager you still know less about her than the moderators on her movie wiki page. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Should be the last one for today. 7. 7? What the heck? Another habit the two of you have picked up is pointing out when Rosa tells inadvertent white lies at her requests. I don't even know why I said that. Of course it's not going to be the last one today. You're just trying to make the people around you feel comfortable. It's really not a bad thing. It becomes a bad thing if I end up telling people I'm fine or something's fine all the time, though even if it's not. Nessa says I should complain more. Yeah, that sounds a lot like her. The actual word she says wasn't complaining, but I'm not allowed to say the actual word she said. Pretty sure I get it. Alright, ready to go back? Yeah, I think so. If we take the back street past 4th and East, we might be able to get to campus without going on any main roads. Sounds like a plan. Wow, that's pretty, that little background. And what about your favorite action movie you were in? It's gotta be one of the Ryulu girls, right? Don't let anyone know I said this, but honestly, I think the Ryulu girl movies are a bit overrated. No way! I mean, Ryulu girl is a great character, I'm not denying that, but she just doesn't get the chance to show off everything that's in the character bio they gave me, Like, did you know the entire reason she doesn't evolve a Ryulu is because her father is evil and he uses a Lucario? And if she evolved her Ryulu, then his fighting type moves would be super effective on her Lucario? Like, that show actually strategy. It shows tactical thinking. But it also shows how obsessed she is with beating her father. Specifically because having a Ryulu instead of a Lucario is a disadvantage in almost every other situation. That's a really interesting character flaw. But I never get to show that side of her. I just have to stand there in the skin-tight suit with the boob window and yell about justice. I swear there's some disconnect between the writer and the director sometimes. I wonder if they actually care about the character or just the flashy stunts and the name recognition I bring. And I don't do my own stunts, so it's really just a name. I swear I could do a conflicted character well, though. I know you could and have in Everlasting Memories. When Manuelo betrayed you, you broke hearts all across Unova. Yeah, but the real emotional lead of the series was F00, and he was completely CGI. Did you know that Iono voiced him? Who? She's a streamer from Paldea. Not an actress? Yeah, she didn't have any voice acting experience, but, name recognition. But she was great. People love F00. It's just that most of the time when a celebrity famous for something other than their acting ability is hired to act, it doesn't work out well. And then there's me, being hired for everything except my acting ability. Well, you'll be able to create the character you want to play when PokeStar lets you make your directional debut, right? Yeah, it shouldn't be a long time from now. I've been getting a lot of good feedbacks from my managers. I think I'm just one good PR moment away from getting that chance. Of course, they've been looking for an excuse to cancel my debut, but I was smart. I got their agreements down on paper. It's my contracts. That's what all these years of towing the line and following the rules have been so far, so I can finally make something really worth being in. Oh, I must sound so spoiled, don't I? I had to make millions of Poké Dollars for really light work for years before I was allowed to even make more money doing the exact same thing. Tragedy beyond compare. Truly. I think I'll go cry in a bathtub full of money about it. You have one of those? No, silly, that was a joke. Oh, well, that's gotta be proof you've got the best actor out there. To say that with a straight face, I totally believe you. That might say more about you than it does about me. Well there, don't forget I'm on the battle team, while you only play the part. Remember what happened when you battled the time in the battle hall? It was close, I almost won. 8. That wasn't a lie. That one was not a lie. Sure, tell yourself that. Something up? Oh, just thinking. Anything in particular? Well, sort of. My industry, us, is a pretty loaded word, but... Oh, sorry, looks like I gotta take this. Well, of course, go ahead. Yep, okay. Can I? No. Okay, so... While Rosa takes the call, you entertain yourself by taking a closer look at the houses nearby. This is an unfamiliar area, though. You and Rosa have taken it a couple of times before to avoid main streets on the way back from the Spira, but unfamiliar areas have started to make you a bit uncomfortable. She's wearing her wetsuit right now, after all. Of course, it doesn't mean that there aren't any perverts around as well, or people want to sell to perverts anyway. Did you know they make cameras built into shoes nowadays? They're used for getting upskirt shots. That's sick. Yeah, I can't trust anyone who wears black shoes anymore. That's one of the reasons I wear the wetsuit all the time when I'm not in school uniform, actually. Oh! It's bad enough that Rosa has to even think about that. Never mind that I now, too. But my thinking about it can help ease worries even a little bit, then. Gah! Shh, on call. Sorry. Ryan, what are you doing here? Sorry, man. Got ahead of myself a bit. I saw some guy walking into the back street without Rosa and got all worked up, you know? But I picked up in Gala, looking after Sunny and Ness. When you look at those two, you get a lot of weirdos following you up, a lot of back streets. Helps to have a 7-foot early bloomer following a weirdo in that case. Silly of me, all considered. Should have known it was you. You two have been real chummy recently, yeah? I like to think so. She's been pretty busy, though. Hard to be chums with someone when the entire world wants a piece of her. Don't I know that? My mate Leon's got an entire region who throw themselves into muddy puddles for him to walk over them. But those puddles never seem to lead him to time with me. The other thing of it, I'm not sure if we ever get the chance to chat if it were for me constantly having a go at the Champion's Cape of his. But we don't choose our friend schedules. Best to work with it, so just to be a part of whatever's taking up their time. So the Galarian League for Leon. And for our very own Rosa, well, mate, I'll be honest to say, I'm not sure you're quite cut out for PokeStar Studios. Total agreement. But I reckon there's something out there for you. You know, Galarian gyms have water boys. There's an entrance on the ground floor for anyone who's not too proud. Easy for you to say, you've been on top of the Dynamax-sized dragon-shaped skyscraper for a long time. The ground floor is quite a ways away. I like to think I still remember the view from down there. Is that a short joke? Because you're like the only guy in the school who could actually make that joke at me? Non-intentional, mate. Yeah, what's got Rosa looking at that? Rosa, what's wrong? Nothing, I'm fine. No one could sell that one, Whitley. Not even you. It's the photographer. What's about a photographer? This better not be what I'm reckoning it is. No, it's... She seems speechless. A while ago, we were battling together, and somebody took a picture of us. We weren't doing anything wrong. We were in the battle hall. Rosa was even recording the battles like her contract asked her to. So what happened? Photographer caught a photo of my daughter. Come again? Is that some sort of euphemism? No, I actually have a daughter, and I love him, but I can't. I'm not allowed. The photographer posted my picture to one of those image sharing websites, and now people are saying that. Rosa wordlessly hands you her phone. On the phone is a picture of an email with a few attachments, screenshots from social media. Ryan appears over your shoulder and reads, "Bugs? Gross. You know what they say about bugs, girls? Imagine the smell." Yeah, another PokeStar Studios elite virtue signaling. No one actually likes bugs. It's just a psyop. LOL gay. The email itself is terse and condemnatory, stating that Rosa's actions have irreparably damaged her brand. And while PokeStar is running damage control, Rosa should expect her directional debut to be on an indefinite hiatus. Just because she has a fucking Dottler? Are you how self-serving those little fucks? It's just a silly bug. He's just a silly spaceship bug. Why can't I just... You hand the phone off to Ryan. Rosa, don't let them get to you. They're just dumb internet haters. What they don't think does matter, and you smell fine. I don't care about them. But my debut, I worked so hard for so long to get that. It's so unfair. Loving Dottler was the only thing I ever did wrong, and there's nothing wrong with that. Oh my God, she's so emotional. I mean, it's true though. I know, Rosa, I know. It seems like there's nothing that can be done at this time. Perhaps you will have the chance to provide comfort to Rosa later when... Nah, this is bollocks. Huh? It's a fake email? Sorry, nah, it's a real email, true enough, even if it was sent from a fake man. But it's not something you gotta put up with. Man's gotta take a stand, and I'll be 7 blade feet under before I let Fat Tulsa and Univa, no offense, make a pretty girl let you cry. Senpai, you with me, yeah? Yeah, of course, absolutely. Damn it, he's so much more charming than me. Thank you, too. But it's not like we can do anything about it. I violated my contract. I used a Pokemon I shouldn't have, in public even. I just thought I can get away with it. Nah, I'm gonna need to run the legal sleeves by Sonya, but it looks like might be a way out of this. I've seen enough contracts Rose has pushed in front of me to know that there's always a way out of them if you're willing to work for it. Look at this, down at the bottom where they highlight the part of your contract that you violated or whatnot. Looks like the Pokemon you're allowed to use are sorted into tiers, right? Yeah, they're based on a variety of factors, but mostly much how they've been used in champion teams or in other movies. Right, so up here at the top, we've got the Kanto classes. Gengar, Charizard, of course Exam, a few others like Lucario and Garchomp up there on the right. And at the bottom, Lumineon, Marquesias, SQ, I don't know what any of those freaking Pokemon are, and a fair share of bug types. So I'm thinking about it. If Alakazam dropped from the top tiers, you probably have a stop training them if you have one, right? Yes, these lists are kept very up to date. Killer. Senpai, I see that spark in your eye. You know I'm getting that, right? Yeah, I think I actually do. It's a popular Pokemon. If a popular Pokemon becomes unpopular, it means you can't use it anymore. Then that has to mean that an unpopular Pokemon becoming popular means you can use it, right? I guess so. But I can't do that. These Pokemon are popular because they belong to champions, plural, and they've been in some of the biggest movies. They're huge. My Dottler is just, you know what the first Pokemon I ever Dynamax was? A Dreepy. One of my smallest dragon types out there. We all start out small, Whitley, but there's nothing in this world stopping us from getting as big as we want to be, if we're willing to push through. Besides, was it you that said about this? Is it you said about these popular Pokemon? They're popular because they belong to champions? I'll be a champion, Whitney. So will I. Carry on. What's the second thing? They've been in big movies? If only we had a world-famous movie star with us. Someone knows a ton about every part of the pipeline, but never had a chance to really show off. Of course, casting's a problem. We'll need other actors, right? Other two most gorgeous ladies in Galasound. And if we worried about special effects budget, I have a feeling Sabrina might be able to help us out there. She's pretty special and affecting. Go on, Whitley. What have you got to lose? I'll be honest, I know what you see in Dottler, just a common bug where I'm from. But you can't show me. You can show the world. This is your chance to make what you want. You don't need your manager's permission to make a small indie movie. You can decide when your own debut is, right? We'll all help you. Your dorm mates and I mean, I don't know what I can do, honestly. Maybe I'll just be an extra pair of hands, but I'll use it to make a Dottler, a Pokemon people will remember above Charizard. Bloody well said. Well, you ready to make a movie? Let's get rolling. Your heart shifts as you feel your relationship from Rosa evolve from bodyguard to extra. Fuck yes! We will end it there. That was some more little relationships. Hopefully, I'm getting to the point where I'm catching back up and we can go through the regular story and all that good stuff. I hopefully soon. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.